Alright guys, welcome aboard. We're going to be flying the 737-900 Ultimate in our Delta livery here, even though we're parked at Southwest Airlines at San Diego. And we're going to be going San Diego to Reno, Nevada. Now there's a lot of weather up towards Reno, so it should be an interesting flight. Beautiful down here in San Diego as always. Let's jump in the cockpit and get going here. So, a couple little things here. I am flying the original one, so I'd have to make sure my gear is down here. Original Ultimate, I think they put out an update that fixed that, but I haven't applied that yet. So let's just get our ground power on here. Get all of our power and emergency lighting set. We're on ground power already over there. Alright, let's get our IRSs aligned. And I think we still got to do our boarding here. Let's see if we did that. Yep, nope, we did not. So board that. And now we can jump in here. I'm going to get rid of my yoke just for a minute. Turn up my lights, which I already did. So let's put that back. Alright, let's jump in the FMC, clear our messages, and set our position here. We'll grab that from page 2 on the GPS. Come back, toss that in there, and I got it set for the quick align, so this should come up any minute. Reference airport, I don't think you really need to set that, but I will. KSAN. Don't know what gate we're at, doesn't really matter. Let's go over to our route here. KSAN again. There's our instruments popping up, so the IRSs are aligned. And we're going to KRNO, Reno, Nevada. Let me double check that. Yes, come on, where is it? KRNO, yes, that is it. Looking at my other screen there, just wanted to make sure. Alright, Reno. Performance, we'll just take to default here. We got plenty of fuel. We're all fueled up over there. Reserves, we're going to have a ton of reserve. Let's go 14. Cost index 125. I don't really mess around with the cost index, I just use that number, it seems to work out. Flight level is a little higher here. We're not going to be going up to 39,000, which I think is like the service ceiling for the 737-900. We're going to go up to 30, well, we want, what, odd number? Let's just pick a nice flight level. I haven't even looked at the winds, just kind of general weather. We'll do 330. Alright, and we do got to set our winds, or at least our temperature here. So let's do a -40. Did I do that right? -40. Don't know. -22. Yeah, that's a little bit too much here. Let's do -20. See if that comes out a little bit better. And it's still -60. Yeah, a little bit too high still. 11 degrees deviation. Let's just go 10. What the heck? There we go. Alright, that's a little, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that works out. Who knows? Execute that. N1 limits. Take the default there. We're not going to touch anything on here. Takeoff. Flaps are going to be 5. Get our CG set. And as always, this one kind of likes to be a little bit off on, at least maybe it's the payload that I have here. Alright, we'll set our V speeds here. Alright, departing out of San Diego, we're going to do... I want to do Paradise 1, but I don't see it on here, so let me think about this. Pogi, probably Lindsay, 5. And let's see, I'm just going to pick them all. Let's see. Border, we don't want the border one. That takes us down to the south. Pebble. think it's going to either be Lindsay or Pebble. Hoagie, no, again, that's kind of down to the south. Kind of heading in the wrong direction. Let's just do Lindsay 5, departure, and runway 27. Alright, then we'll go over here. Let's do arrival into Reno. Hey, I don't know what the arrivals are like over there. But they have us landing runway 34 left. So let's select that first. 34 left RNAV. Sounds good. And then we get our arrivals. We'll just pick the first one. Let's see what that is. I'm looking for something with FMG in it. Let's just take a look at some of these. No transition on that. I guess I should have really looked this up, but you know, whatever. No transition. So we got another page of arrivals. Here we go. Let's see. Sacramento. No, we don't want to go all the way over there. Let's try the bottom one here. No, nothing there. Sierra 3. Hey, listen. You know, I didn't even look at this. Approaches, transitions. What do we got? Yep, I want that one there. Glide slope on. Alright, I think that looks good. Come back to route, activate that, execute, and it's pretty much a sort of straight shot from our departure out to our arrival. At least that's the way it pretty much came up. So let's go to plan. Zoom out a little bit here, and we'll get rid of these discontinuities so we can connect up. Let's take a look at our legs here. And Lindsay, Sacramento. So we are going to Sacramento, huh? Okay. Sounds good. Got a vector there. Let's get rid of that one too. Execute that. And we'll see what the arrival's like. It looks alright. I guess we could have done an arrival somehow to here, but hey, that looks good. Alright, let's go back to page 1 and let's actually step through this. So we depart, we head on out, head to Sacramento, and then Hobo, and then over to here. So you know what, we could probably get rid of the Sacramento one. Let's do that. Let's go over here, get rid of Sacramento and Hobo. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna go Lindsay directly to Vix. So we're gonna go like that, or yeah, Vikes, I guess that is, and that, and then we go execute. There we go. Now let's just zoom in a little bit here. Take a look at our legs here. So we take off Lindsay. Oh, do we want to go to Yikes? Now we don't want to go to Yikes. Now we want to go to, let's get rid of, or Vikes. Sorry, let's just get rid of that. Let's go directly to this guy here, Juco. Juco, yep, here we go. So we want to go Juco, get rid of that. And get rid of that. There we go. That looks nicer. Nice straight in approach. We'll start that over. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, straight shot. I like it. Alright, perfect. Alright, come back up here. Let's get off a plan. Go up to 40 on our zoom level. We'll put weather on, airports on. Let's see. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready to get started up here and get pushback. So let's get our pushback set up. And we actually want to Delete. Where's my delete key? We delete that, and we're actually going to come and get pushed back all the way out here so we don't get into the way of the ground traffic, which I've done before. There we go.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, I'm ready, even though you are very loud, so let's go ahead and we'll call him.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, super. Let's get everything set up here. We're going to set this for, I forgot what our VR was, but our V speeds, we'll just set it for 150. Altitude, what did we say we're going up to? 33,000, I think. There we go. Alright. And let's get back up here and start getting stuff set up. So yaw dampener on. You know, we never turned our APU on. Let's get that fired up. Get our fuel going. Cabin utilities on. Never put that on. Been a little while since I've been.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, well, we're not ready for you, so just sit tight. Yep. Turn our panel brightness up. And we're going to put our beacon on and our nav lights on. And we'll go ahead and put our window heat on at this time. Put our probe heat on. Get all that set. Get that set. 33,000 for cabin pressurization.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring.
There we go. Alright, trim air on.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Yeah, oh, I can't talk. APU power. Alright, we're going to release our brakes.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
There's our gate. Alrighty, let's turn the packs off and get number 1 started. Or sorry, number 2. Watch our speed over here. Come up on our N2. Wait for it to come up to about 20. Introduce fuel. Alright, looks like we got a good start there. Start number 1. Fuel again. Alright, looks like we got a good start at number 1. Turn our packs back on. Got our engine bleed on. We'll go to engine power and we'll turn our APU off. And I think everything else is set over here. We don't need to screw on with much other than this one right here. We'll go to Gen 1. Put our FMCs on here.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And I think the one thing I didn't do is come down here, turn our panel brightness up. disconnect from the tow. And let's set our altimeter setting here. Oh, let's see. Let's take a quick look here. I'm going to take a look at SkyVector.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
I think I'm doing this the hard way, but I'm just looking at real world. 3004 is the altimeter setting. It's usually pretty close. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're clear to taxi here. So, let's get a few things before we start rolling here. We'll go to auto braking to RTO, flaps to 5, parking brake off. Let's get rolling down here. Put taxi light on. Auto throttle engaged or armed.
Put the vest on over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, and attach.
Just playing around with the water settings here a little bit. I like to crank these down so we don't get this kind of funky looking water. Yeah, not that low. Yeah, about there, that looks good. Alright, let's see if we're still on the taxiway. Class view. And so we're going to be cleared for a direct departure out of here. No sitting around and waiting. Alright, so we'll hit the wing lights here.
By the time it's prepared for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Go ahead and hit my VNAV and LNAV. Make sure they are active. A little bumpy taxiway here. Alright, landing lights on. And put our strobes on. Make sure I'm doing that the right way. Oop. There we go.
Approaching 27. On runway 27.
I think we're ready to go. Bring the power up to about 40. Let the engine stabilize and hit N1. Got a little bit of a crosswind.
V1 rotate.
Rotating.
Positive rate.
Gear coming up. And too many waves out there. Let's turn those off.
$1,000.
Alright, we get our first notch of flaps up. And we're going to hit our autopilot here. Gear to the off position. Get the remaining flaps up. Auto braking off. Here just a little bit more. It doesn't crash. So coming out over Mission Bay. A few scattered clouds here in San Diego. This departure out of here has us holding at right around 4,000 feet until we get just about abreast of La Jolla, which is right over here. And of course, always forget to put these to continuous. We can turn our wing lights off. And of course, I forgot to turn our transponder on. And we should start climbing back up over here in a minute. There's La Jolla. Got 1.7 miles right here, and then we start climbing back up. Alright, and there's our climb out. And we'll be going up to 33 past 7,200. Just waiting for 10,000 here. We can turn the seatbelts off. Double checking my pressurization, make sure that that's working as expected. So, seatbelt signs off. Get rid of our little reserve fuel there. I think that's got punched in a little bit too much for our fuel in the FMC. Waiting for 18,000. So now we go to standard on our altimeters. And while we climb out to 33,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn down the sound just ever so slightly here because I think it's kind of loud. Yeah, I accidentally had this maxed out. So let's put these down just a little bit. That's a little better now that we're up and off the ground. Alright, so we'll watch the climb out here and then I'm going to take a quick break, grab a bottle of water, hit the lav. Co-pilot will be flying the plane here. Let's see if we're at our altitude here. Yes, we are. So the one thing I'm going to change up over here just a little bit is our cruise speed. Well, actually, before we do that, let's get our landing lights off, taxi lights off, get our strobes off. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's come down here to the FMC. Take a look at our progress here. We're gonna speed ourselves up a little bit here. So let's go to cruise. And we got a little bit to play with here. Let's go 300. And what are we holding? Mach 0.8, or correction, 0.785 right now. We're going to go up to 0.81. There we go. And we got a little bit more even to play with there. We could probably go, well, we'll leave it at 8.1. That's fine. That'll get us there a little bit quicker. So our next point is all the way over here to KRNO. So we can actually set that now, 9,600. Might as well set that. Why not? Nah, you know what, we'll leave it. We got a ways to go. We'll just leave it as is. Yeah, where are we at? Looks like we are just passing Los Angeles. There's downtown LA down below us over here. There's LAX. Marina Del Rey right there. Come on. Got the valley over here. This is Simi Valley down at the end over here, I think. Oh, no, I'm looking at that wrong. Actually, the valley is right through here. So Simi Valley's down in distance over there. And heading out over to the desert. Going over the San Bernardino Mountains right now. Let's see if we can see Palm Springs off to our side over there. Yeah, this is the Banning Pass, and Palm Springs. I'm getting all turned around here. Actually, sorry, that's the Banning Pass over there. Palm Springs off in the distance there. Yeah, this is the high desert here, heading towards Lancaster, Victorville, all that good stuff. Okay, let's see what I got here for views. I can't remember. I thought I had one on a tail someplace. Not. Alright, off we go to Reno. Let's see what our progress says here for our approach. Wrong button, there we go. Let's see, Reno arrival 23, let's call it 24. And we are currently at 23, so just under an hour. We should be on the ground in Reno, roundabout. Goodbye, Los Angeles. Oh, some nice scenery going by. Let's see what's up in the cockpit. We got a little bit of weather coming up. So we do have our weather on. We got our airports on over here. So we'll be flying over the Sierra Nevadas all the way out into Reno. Looks like we might have some turbulence too. Took a look at the forecast, and there's some turbulence forecasted for the area. Central California all the way out, covering Reno. So the fuel warning here, this comes on when your center fuel tank goes below, I think, like 15 or 1400 feet. So turn the center fuel pumps off there. That resets that. Just gets rid of the warning there. Bouncing around pretty good here. Throttle-wise here. Got a crosswind of 88 knots. So just ever so slightly bit of a tailwind, does it say down here? There we go. Tailwind, 7 knots, 8 knots, 9 knots. There we go. We got a little bit of a crosswind, or a little bit of a tailwind, I mean. 200 miles to go to Jukeno, and that's we'll be well on our descent into Reno. I'm going to go ahead and put the seatbelt sign on, since we are coming up to an area of forecasted turbulence.
Bus sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the bus sign has been switched off.
Ah, nice watching the scenery go by. Looks like most of the weather's out over the Central Valley over here. But according to the real world weather, we should be getting into some, heading into Reno. We're coming up to our top of descent here, another 45 miles or so. So let's get set up over here. Let's see, runway is at 4,482 feet. That's the field elevation over at Reno. And we're going to be going down to, we're going to set, well, we'll set this altitude here, 6,740 feet. $6,700, we'll put that in there. Starting to get a little bumpy here, as forecasted. See the wings flexing a little bit there. Actually, what I'm going to do, let me check my view here. What do I want to look at? Man, goodness, it has a plug-in. Alright, X camera. Let's see, look at our control panel here. Smooth transitions. What do I want? XP realistic. There we go. Let's put that on. Gives us a little bit more shaking. And let's do that for all of our wing views. See, dashboard, now we don't need it there, we don't want it there. I guess we have it there. I have it there, have it there, have it. Big view, there we go. Yeah, we do have it there. These are all my views I'm cycling through here. Alright, I think we got all of them right. Yep. Okay, save all. Oh, what is the name of this this lake here? I forgot. Mammoth, or is this? Yeah, we're somewhere right by Mammoth. And I think I forgot the exact name of the lake. Let me take a look here. I'm going to take a look at my other screen. Let's see where we are at. Going up to it, is that it? Nope. Here we go. Alright, this is called Mono Lake. Mono Lake. There we go. Yeah, Mammoth is just out to the south of it. And I believe there's a little airstrip over here that I flew into with the Piper. Where it is. It was right near the lake. Maybe that's it right there, I can't tell. Oh no, there it is. Is that it? Yeah, right there, right by the lake. Got some contrails down there showing up down below. It's on the ortho. Alright, let's get ready for our descent here. We're coming up to it pretty quick. So we got our altitude set, and we got weather up ahead. Look at that. Get a couple things set up here. So I'm going to set the ILS just for the heck of it. Now we are going into what, 3-4 left? Yes, okay. So ILS frequency for 3-4 left is 1099. So let's go ahead and punch that in here. And we'll get that in nav 1 and nav 2. And final approach course is going to be 344, so we can set this up. Alright, there's our descent. And we're starting to pick up a little bit of weather on the radar there. Get our strobe lights on. I have a keyboard map for that. And well, our ignition's already on continuous there, so never to change that. How's our fuel doing? I have plenty. Over 15, 16, 17,000 pounds total so far remaining. Alright, and current altimeter setting 3008. So let's take a look at the observation here. Current weather, winds 290 at 11, 7 miles, moderate rain, few at 2,000, broken ceiling at 4,000, overcast 7,500. Temperature is 8, dew point 5, altimeter 3008. And they have some remarks in here. Peak wind 326 knots. Lightning distant northeast. Thunderstorm ended 8 minutes after the hour. So this should be an interesting approach. Forecasted 320 at 10, gusts 18. Light rain showers. And pretty much same sky conditions there. So going to be an interesting approach into Reno today. Alright, while we're descending here, I'm going to take my final break and then I'll give you the, let's see, what view do we want? How about the jump seat right here? Not much to look at there though. We'll do that one. I like that. Let's see. Something nice to look at here. I think it's going to be this one here. As we dip down into the weather, I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's pop in the cockpit, see what we see here. So we're gonna have to use a little bit of speed brake here to get slowed up. And looks like the weather is gonna stay off to our right here, I think. Might get a little bit of it coming in there. Alright, spoilers back down. Let's get set up for the approach here. We'll go braking 2. And we'll set our altimeter here now. What did I say? 3008. And since we're going to be going down into a little bit of weather here, what's our temperature outside? +2, so I think we're good. I'm going to see if we needed any icing, but temperature is coming up. We are still above the clouds. We are picking up the ILS already. Look at that, 42 miles out. Wow. That is pretty good. I know we said we'd do the RNAV here, but we have our ILSs back up. It's starting to get gloomy out there. Using a little speed brake to get us slowed up. That's what it would look like if the clouds weren't there, as X-Plane brings in our weather. Temperature is at +8 now, so I think we're good on the icing. No icing was forecast, just some moderate turbulence, which we have not seen really yet. It's 737-900 here. Definitely likes to fly fast. Find myself using quite a bit more speed brake here than in the 800. Looks like we are getting in the muck here. 30 miles out right now. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of weather there on our approach. Sorry about that. Clicking my my button on my mic by accident there while I was clearing my throat. It looks like we are going to have some weather here. Yeah. And there's our first decel. I'm going to get slowed up a little bit. I'm going to use the spoilers. Like our localizer is coming in. About 22 miles out. Coming up to our turn. Turn. Let's go ahead and kill the music for the approach here. And we're going to go to 5 flaps. Glide slope is in too. We'll hit approach. Do the ILS into Reno today, since we're picking it up. We're going to start getting ourselves slowed up over here. $16 miles out right now. Get down to about 190 here. 15 miles out now. And there's our rain. Starting to see the runway through the clouds there. That's not realistic, but helpful. Alright, it's about 10 miles out, so let's go 10 flaps. That'll help get us slowed up here. Glide slope is coming in. We should capture it here any second. Popping out of the clouds here a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Still some decent rain, little bumps. Alright, 10 miles out. Get ourselves slowed up a little bit more. Landing light on, taxi light on, logo light on, wing light on. Alright, 8 miles out. Alrighty, 7 miles out, let's go ahead, or 7.5, let's go ahead, gear down. Flaps to 30. Full flaps. Nice and bumpy here. But we've got the runway in sight. It's going to be an interesting
1,000 feet stabilized
approach. All right.
Alright,
we're landing. Okay, gears down, flaps down, lights on. I'm going to go ahead and take the throttle now myself. Spoilers armed.
Approaching 3-4 left.
Alright, my airplane. Yeah, nice crosswind there from the left. reversers out. Alright, stow the reversers. Get some manual braking going here. Spoilers down, flaps up. Get our strobes off. And landing light off, taxi light on. Yeah, it's a little bit hard there. It's a little bumpy landing, a little bumpy approach there. And I just wanted to get her down on the ground. This 900 really loves to float quite a bit. And I kept the speed up a little bit on the approach because it was fluctuating quite a bit. I think we'll take this gate right here and do a quick replay of that approach. That should be interesting. Gate B7 here. Get our APU fired up. Nobody to guide us here, so we're just gonna eyeball it. I think right there is good. Alright, parking brake on, and let's just jump right into the replay, huh? If I remember how to do that. There we go. I think that view is nice. Let's go right from there. Nice bumpy approach. Take it from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. For more X-Plane 11 videos like this. And let me know what you think. If you like it, dislike it, comment in the video below. I do check all the comments. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Again, thanks for for watching, guys. Till next time. Take care.